Well, it's frustrating. It's disappointing we can't put together a good, we've had some good nights at home and some that weren't. I mean, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot today. Too many 2-on-1s. We don't capitalize on our looks. Probably pressing a little bit. We got bottom man breaks, and they capitalized. They're the best rush team in the league, I think. So we knew that, and like I said, shot ourselves in the foot a little bit.
Is some of this becoming psychological at home, like it builds on itself based on what's happening coming into the games?
I mean, yeah, we're humans. It's hard. We all care. It's not like it's an effort-based thing. Most of the time we started ready on time again today. Had a great start, and then get a little careless with some decisions, and it cost us. And then you press because it's a lot of zeros at home for us, and I think it's just, like I said, we're only human. It's frustrating, but we got to be able to stay the course and not give them easy ones like that.
How significant is it that you seem to be getting the better of the play when the games start, and yet you don't have anything on the scoreboard to show for it?
Well, that's the part where we say all the right things about keep trusting the process, but the longer you go without getting a result, it becomes a very hard thing. So we need to be mentally tough. Don't point fingers. It's on us, and let it soak a little tomorrow, and we need to be ready to go on Monday because it's game time again. So, today we just, like I said, we shot ourselves in the foot, probably partly because we don't get rewarded for the looks that we do have. We need to be mentally tough and regroup.
We have a game, we have a level in us where we can win games, we can score goals, but we got to find a way to do it at home. Create some momentum, create a little bit more energy in the building with some goals, and just find a way to win. I don't.
Do you think it gets in your guys' head when you're playing at home, knowing that it's harder for you to get a win here?
Yeah. I don't know whether to. I'd probably lie and say if I said no. Yeah, we're aware of it, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating not to be able to get a win at home, and obviously you want to build a feeling for teams coming in here. It's going to be tough, but obviously we haven't. It's been so many different types of games at home this year, and obviously one part of it is we don't score any goals. So that's we're getting saves from back the two guys back there, and I think they're giving us a chance to stay in games and find something, but I don't know. We got to find a way to score, and we just got. I don't care how it looks, what it looks like, and what happens on Monday. We just got to get a win.
You get the sense you're pressing a little bit up front with the opportunities you have.
Yeah, it's pretty. That's, I would say, human nature. As much as you talk about it, you try to stay the course and do that, this and that, but I don't think it's. I think everyone's aware of our record at home and us not having a win yet. So, as much as you try to, I think we have good moments, and obviously I think we have a good start, but we don't get anything out of that start. So, and as soon as they score one, they get two, and then I feel like we're pressing, we're kind of getting away from our game. I think we're gripping onto our sticks a little bit too much. And yeah, I understand we're professionals, we get paid, we're supposed to be able to handle it, but yeah, right now we're in it, and can't feel sorry for ourselves. We just gotta find a way. I don't care.
Last one. Just early in the game, your first shift with you guys, you and Artemi both get. I think you get the shot, and then Artemi gets the rebound, and then later, a little while later, you hit the crossbar. What's going through your mind early in the game when you feel like we're generating, and then does it kind of snowball from there because they're not going in right now?
Yeah, I probably can do a better job of not getting caught in that, and I feel sorry for myself, or like dwell on the missed chances. I don't know. Honestly, it's not 2 games or 3 games. It is frustrating not getting results at home, and then when you're feeling good, you're feeling energized. You feel good with I feel great, and the puck doesn't go in. It's frustrating. So it's but yeah, I mean, obviously myself included, but us as a team, we got to find a way to stay the course as easy as it sounds, but it's harder to do, but that's all we can do. whether we like it or not, we have a game on Monday at home. So we're just got to find a way to win.
Feels kind of similar. I mean, the way you guys started looked like you had some early chances. I know Mika hit the crossbar and you had some other looks, but did you feel like the guys got deflated once, especially after the Islanders get that goal at the end of the first?
I don't know. I thought we had a great start, as you mentioned. The first 10 or 12 minutes we were playing on our toes, playing the game that we wanted to play. I think after that, we mismanaged the puck. For me tonight, we beat ourselves. This is one of the better teams at generating chances off the rush. We talked about it before the game. The most important aspect of that is managing the puck, making them play goal line to goal line, and not 3/4 of the rink. And we did none of the above. I thought, just ill-advised pinches or didn't manage the puck, or if our D was active down the wall and a forward replaces, he doesn't stay out, doesn't replace. We give him 3 2-on-1 goals. We give him a 2-on-1 goal with 30 seconds left. It's just, it's inexplicable to me. But tonight's a very different story than some of the other games that have been played here. For me, we beat ourselves tonight. Give the Islanders credit. They played hard and they played a solid game, but we beat ourselves in a lot of ways.
When you get off to the start you had, like you said, the first 10 or 12 minutes, and then those things start to happen, it's easy to look at and say, well, is the mental part of this wearing on them, that they haven't been able to score, they're generating chances again. Do you see it in that way?
Yeah, I'm sure, for sure. These guys, we're all human, and our group is a proud group, so yeah, it wears on you. We haven't won a game at home. That, if it doesn't wear on you, there's something's wrong. That's the way I look at it. It's wearing on all of us. We want to pride ourselves in being a good team at home. We want to compete hard for the fan base that supports us. So I don't think there's any question. It's wearing on guys.
Do you think it has something to do with those things that you were talking about, though? Like when you're not scoring and then you don't generate, you don't get one when you're getting chances like that, and it's happening again?
Yeah, it might. I'm not sure, to answer your question, quite honestly. But what I will tell you is this: that's not the recipe for success. That's not how we're going to get out of it. We've got to. When we play a game with the semblance of structure and cooperative effort out there, I think we're hard to play against. I think the first however many games we played, for a lot of those games, the team that's performing every night is stingy defensively. I think the guys have made a huge commitment there. I thought tonight, for whatever reason, we were doing things that were uncharacteristic of the group. I watched a team last night play in Detroit that had a solid team game that had a lot of collective effort, cooperative play out there. Tonight, for whatever reason, I don't know if, we're chasing it because, we want to have success at home. But we were doing things that I think were uncharacteristic of the group. We talked about that in between periods. And just getting back to doing your job and trusting that your line mate or your defense partner is going to do his. But, you can't give up the types of 2-on-1s we gave up tonight and think we're going to win many games. It's just not a recipe for success.
I don't know if frustrating is the appropriate word, but is it hard to stick to the process at this point here, just when no one has really gone through something like this before? I'm sure you've never been through something like this before as well in your career.
I haven't. This is a first for me. Yeah. I'm not sure what your question is. You want us to build a different game?
No, it's not that. It's just trusting that it's going to eventually, the pucks are going to go in. I know you're doing the right things and you're sticking to it, but the results aren't there, so it's just get I'm trying to find the right word to use, but
Yeah.
again.
Well, we go on the road where whatever our record is on the road, we've won a lot of games on the road, with the same game plan, with the same concept. So I know when we play the game a certain way, we're competitive. We can compete, and we beat some really good teams in the process. So I wish I could put my finger on, the struggles we've had at home to this point. But what I do know is that we've got to work through it together, and we'll certainly do that. You know, I think it starts with just, you know, having an inner belief in as an individual and as a group, and then we've got to go out and we've got to put a game on the ice like we do when we go on the road. Put the same game on the ice, and if we do that, I believe we're going to score goals and we'll have a chance to win.
Mike, do you think it's a different game if Sorokin doesn't make that save in the first minute?
Well, I think when you look around the league and you watch games, there are key moments in games that a lot of times you can look to and say it changes outcomes. I think that's the fine line between winning and losing in this game, in this league. And so, sometimes it's a big save, sometimes it's a key play by, a key player. But I don't think there's any question there are moments in the game that have the ability to swing the outcome. And so I don't know if that was one or it isn't, but, he made some key saves early in the game there when we had a chance to get a lead, play with a lead.